In the Philippines, Western Visayas stands out as an agritourism destination with the captivating islands of Boracay and Guimaras as among its major tourist attractions. Boracay, world famous as a top destination for relaxation, tranquility, and social nightlife, is poster perfect for its powdery white sand beaches and crystal clear waters. In 2013, some 1.363 million visitors experienced Boracay. The number has already reached 1.354 million in the first 11 months of this year. It is expected that the number will increase significantly in December, where tourist arrivals is at its peak. Enchanting Guimaras, on the other hand, is an agricultural paradise with mangoes as its proud world-class brand. In addition, the island is an exploration attraction with its rolling hills, verdant forests, shore caves, and islet hopping challenge, drawing awe and wonder from travelers all over. In 2013, visitor arrival in Guimaras continued to increase, which helped stimulate the economic activity in the island province, opening more opportunities to local workers due to increasing demand for products and services. Now, Boracay's and Guimaras' fascinating beauty have been made more alluring and more fun with the declaration by the Department of Labor and Employment of the region's twin tourist draws as labor laws compliant tourist destinations. Why labor laws compliant tourist destinations? The DOLE, in its thrust to improve private establishments' compliance with labor laws and to foster voluntary compliance as a corporate culture or way of life, had shifted its focus on labor laws enforcement from purely regulatory to a combination of both regulatory and developmental approaches. This approach is called the Labor Laws Compliance System, or LLCS, the first of its kind in the world according to the International Labour Organization. The developmental approach is broad and holistic. It combines awareness raising, incentives for compliance, enhancement of plant-level partnership, such as productivity improvement for medium-small micro-enterprises, and a joint tripartite-based assessment and certification process. Under this system, labor inspectors are no longer called as such, but as labor laws compliance officers, or LLCOs, who are tasked to assess companies' compliance with general labor standards and occupational safety and health standards in partnership with employers and workers' representatives. The LLCS ends an era when labor inspectors are considered as police officers who only looked for companies' deficiencies and delight purely in enforcing the labor laws. With the new system, LLCOs along with workers and employers conduct a joint assessment of the establishment's compliance with all labor laws. The DOLE, through its regional directors, awards the establishment a 2-year certificate of compliance, or COC, if found compliant. If there are gaps or deficiencies, the DOLE assists the company to enable it to comply through corrective actions. The COC is awarded once the establishment is able to comply. Boracay has some 3,078 establishments, half the number of which are family-owned. Of this number, 490 have been subjected to joint assessment and found compliant with the general labor standards and occupational safety and health standards. Thus, and in recognition of their effort to voluntarily comply with the labor standard laws, they were issued the Certificate of Compliance, or COC. Guimaras, on the other hand, has 300 establishments and mostly are family-owned. The DOLE subjected 125 of this number to joint assessment and found compliant with labor laws. The same were issued the corresponding COC. The islands of Boracay and Guimaras have also been the recipients of the P2P or Peer-to-Port project, a convergence program of the local government units, national government agencies, and the private sector, which focuses in improving the quality of services of all key players in the tourism supply chain loop through the error-free service program of the DOLE and WPC. Considering that all establishments in Boracay and Guimaras which have been subjected to joint assessment have already been found compliant with general labor standards and occupational safety and health standards, the DOLE, through Secretary Rosalinda Di Mapiles Baldoz, declared Guimaras on November 17, 2014 and Boracay on November 18, 2014 as labor laws compliant tourist destinations.
Ngayon, bayaan niyo po talaga na ipagsigawan ko po na talagang ang Region 6 po ang pinakauna pong rehiyon na nagtala po sa kasaysayan ng labor law compliance system na kung saan hindi lang po establishment ang idinideclare na compliant, kundi po tulad nga po kahapon yung buong probinsya po ng Guimaras. At ngayon po'y nandito kami para po i-declare na ito pong Boracay is a labor law compliant tourist destination. You are making...
So, when you visit Boracay and Guimaras, you will not only get fascinated by their alluring natural beauty, you will also be certain that these establishments that offer their world-class products and services to you are all labor laws compliant.